Traveling by train and doing it in a luxury one is the most efficient, comfortable, and exclusive way for nostalgic people who continue to dream of the golden age of the locomotive. Which train is the most luxurious on the planet? In today's video, we are going to be looking at the world's most luxurious trains. To get started, kindly subscribe to our channel and smash the bell icon to get notified when a new video is released. And without further ado, let's dive right in. The Venice Simplon Orient Express. When it comes to the most luxurious trains in the world, the Venice Simplon Orient Express is the chosen one, and it's well known as the world's only 7-star luxury train. What's the train all about? The history of the Venice Simplon Orient Express is not that of any train. Its function is not the simplicity of taking you from one place to another, that too. When the doors of their cars are open, what you're about to cross is a timeline, and once inside, your only duty is to forget about the present to travel the golden age. Welcome to the 20s. This is about flappers, hats, dresses, and a lot of glitters. It's about traveling the world on a movie set because you'll go from city to city like the Great Gatsby himself. Splendor and opulence on board a train that has it all, parties, luxury, and a long journey ahead. It takes you on a journey to the golden age. A festive spirit of the roaring 20s run through every carriage of the Venice Simplon Orient Express. Within its walls, there is only room for polished wood, ostentatious upholstery, and props whose ages elevated it to the level of a relic. Life on the train is steeped in glamour, elegance, and Art Deco fashion, with designs that seem to come from Paul Poiret himself. Inside the Venice Simplon Orient Express, luxury is everywhere, from the wood and tapestries to the old objects. Between March and October, you can visit London, Venice, Paris, Prague, Budapest, Vienna, Berlin, and Istanbul, combining the path the way you want. In this case, however, the journey takes on the same importance as the destination. If you decide to book 2 nights at this iconic hotel, Cipriani, in Venice, you will be able to enjoy the grand ball. Luxurious costumes, masks, and wigs that take you on a temporary journey to a masquerade ball in Venice. As if it were a movie, the journey stops being a simple round trip and becomes an authentic experience. The best experience ever for passengers on the train. Everything on the train is perfectly timed. The cabin's about the original models from the 20s. Each of them has a sink, towels, bathrobes, and slippers. Wood paneling and fine fabrics do the rest of the work. The cabins become a trip back in the time to the golden age. For true luxury, go to the grand suites, cabins once occupied by royalty during the golden age of travel. Wealth and exuberance are the ingredients of these 4 walls, sprinkled with golden details that compete the air of grandeur of these rooms. The suites can be in themselves another trip around the world, taking different cities as inspiration. Hand-carved wood, leather, embroidered pillows, and rugs for the Istanbul suite flourishes haute couture and inspirations from French architecture for the Paris suite, or Renaissance and Baroque design for the Venice suite. The same goes for the cuisine, where you'll sample a bite from each city along the way. Lobsters from Brittany, or Provençal tomatoes are some of these delicacies. You can taste the rest in any of its 3 restaurants. Étoile du Nord, with its floral marquetry, Côte d'Azur with its glass panels, or El Oriental with its exotic tints. A big party on the train. This year, the Venice Simplon Orient Express embarks on a decade-worthy celebration in style. On the island of Giudecca in Venice, the Belmont Hotel Cipriani will create a speakeasy. Passengers will be invited into this halo of mystery to enter the 20s at an event called The Party. From the suites to the kitchen, the Venice Simplon Orient Express takes you on a journey around the world. That's just the beginning. Departing from the Santa Lucia station in Venice, the train will go through Italy, Austria, Switzerland, and France, while guests relive the history. As the journey unfolds, there will be surprise performances and all kinds of impromptu entertainment that will help travelers blend in with the environment. Journeys are no longer boring on this train. There is no way better to tour cities than in a festive and picturesque environment full of experiences. How much for a journey? The Venice Simplon Orient Express travels the route London, Paris, and Venice, and from Paris to Istanbul, an extraordinary journey from west to east, where Europe meets Asia. The journeys can be from single night, reaching a price of €6,000 per night in person, or up to 10 nights. Wait for a second. Is the Venice Simplon Orient Express the only most luxurious train in the world? Well, yes, but some other luxurious trains also give a better experience and comfort in their designs. Let's look briefly into 5 of them. Trans-Cantabrito. The second most luxurious train in the world is the Trans-Cantabrito. What better way to tour the north of Spain than on the Trans-Cantabrito? This great luxury train has a shorter journey in time than the Orient Express. It began its first steps in 1983 and mainly covers 2 routes that depart from San Sebastian to San Diego de Compostela, and another departs from Leon to Santiago as well. What can you find on this luxury train? From Gando's luxurious suites to a light-hearted breakfast with the best selection of products. Don't forget to pack your best clothes for the parties. Al Andalus. With the Al-Andalus luxury train, you will get to know the wonders of Andalusia. You'll be able to see firsthand of how the British royal family traveled on their trips to Côte d'Azur. Details such as exclusivity, elegance, and glamour are remarkable aspects that you will find in El Andalus. You will get to know emblematic cities such as Seville, Jerez, Cadiz, Ronda, Granada, Linares, Baeza, and Cordoba on an exciting 7-day trip on a train considered one of the most luxurious in the world. Trans-Siberian. On board the Trans-Siberian, you will discover the lands of the Far East, Mongolia, and China. This luxury train is a wonder for the most intrepid and adventurous travelers who want to discover new experiences along the railway network that extends for 9,000 kilometers. If you want to enjoy the landscape calmly, the Trans-Siberian is the best option. Rocky Mountaineer. Getting to know Western Canada by train is possible thanks to the Rocky Mountaineer luxury train. Incredible turquoise lakes, glaciers, moose, grizzly bears, black bears, and adorable beavers will appear on your way while traveling. Inside the Rocky Mountaineer, travelers have the opportunity to enjoy a hot cuisine menu prepared by the most renowned chefs in the country. So that travelers do not miss any detail of the 4 routes, Rocky Mountaineer offers day travel only. Vancouver Lake Louise Banff, Vancouver Kamloops, Jasper, Vancouver in the Rocky Mountains, and the Vancouver Whistler Quesnel. If you prefer, you can do all 4 tours. You can choose how you want to enjoy the Rocky Mountaineer. Royal Rail. Many catalogs it as the jewel in the crown of South Africa, the authentic Orient Express. On this luxurious train, you'll have the opportunity to get to know Zimbabwe, Namibia, or Botswana in depth in Victorian-era carriages. Inside the train, you'll be accompanied by all times by the African culture with the best cuisine in the area. Cheeses and delicious delicacies served in porcelain and silver dishes that will liven up your trip. Of course, you can say trains are the slowest means of transportation, but with their luxury components, you wouldn't like to leave the car at any time. You can only get a luxury experience on a luxurious train. Currently, the Venice Simplon Orient Express runs routes from Paris to Budapest, via Strasbourg, Munich, and Vienna. Do you want to relive the first trip made by the Orient Express in the 20th century? And with its dreamy landscapes and the roaring 20s, what more could you ask for? There's more to what you will experience, so you can give it a try today. I hope you liked the video. If yes, kindly click on the like button and subscribe to our channel for more amazing content, and don't forget to save us by the bell. See you in the next video.